I will recognize General Marbil after you. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon po, Sir Marvel. I really want to talk to you. No.
Yeah. No. Just address to this chairman.
Okay,
Yeah, please
Your
go ahead.
Honor.
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to talk to you
Yeah.
for Marvel. Police officers, we love you before. Not only police officers,
Dito sa akin.
but men in uniform, we love you before. Why? We are religious people and we are before secluded to the outside. But because of maraming mga haka sa amin doon, sa loob, baka nagsisabo kami, yung may haring sa loob, etc., etc. In fact, it was former Rodrigo Duterte
I will cut you short.
Yes.
Hindi ako naniniwala na nagsasyabo kayo sa lo. Laruhin
Pero
ko.
yun ang
Laruhin ko,
haka-haka.
wala.
Yes, sir.
Hindi mangyayari yan.
Yes, kahit ipaher.
From my wildest imagination, hindi ko maisip na kayo gumagamit ng syabo.
Yes,
Hello?
sir. So
I
doon
promise
tayo,
you.
sir, ha? Oo. But, yan ang naririnig namin noon pa. In fact, it was President Rodrigo Duterte, the former president, to advise us, Pastor, please open your gates to others para makita naman nila kung ano kayo nasa loob. So it was Pastor also who oriented us. Parang i-orient na kami na we cannot detach ourselves to others. We might be there, pero kailangan natin ipakita. Kasi sabi niya, let your light shine upon men that they may see your good works. But they cannot see the good works that the kingdom is doing. So, balik tayo doon sa mga men in uniform. It was this group that Pastor embedded into our hearts that we should love. Why? Anong sabi niya? Ito sila ang nag-lay down ng kanilang buhay to protect our country. Doon hindi kami familiar sa mga men in uniform before. But we started following pasok. Kaya pag nakikita namin sila sa daan, ganun, nagbibigay kami ng food. Alam niyo yun, nagbibigay kami ng food, etc. But sorry to say, Mr. Marvel, Senator Bato, sorry to say, overnight sinira ninyo yung mga values na ipinunla ni Pastor sa aming mga puso. You said, sana maibalik namin yung, I hope in time, because mayroon namang healing time, but this time we want to be heard. We want to be, gusto namin pakinggan. Buti nga, sabi nyo kanya, lahat may boses. Okay, kami may boses, wala kaming kapangyarihan tulad nila. Nasa kamay nila ang kapangyarihan ng bansa, nasa kamay nila ang kapangyarihan to do what they want. No? O, sabi nga ninyo, nag-serve sila ng warrant of arrest. Given. O, kung may kasalanan, sige. Allegedly, kung may kasalanan, warrant of arrest, go. In fact, Senator, gi-challenge ko sila. If you want to know who we are and what we are, come live with us, libre. Pero nag-expire na yung challenge ko sa kanila. Hindi na pwede ngayon. Oh. So, come live with us so that you will know who we are and what we are. Sabi ko gano'n, hindi kami dito prostitute, hindi kami bangag, walang tuni-tuniladang syabo sa aming lugar, yun lang, allegedly, nandyan yung mga iwawarant ninyo, arrest ninyo. Why will you put into compromise and risk public safety? We are part of the public, we are a community there. Thousands, may mga bata, may mga matandang palliative, may mga senior citizens katulad ko na nakatira doon. For how many long years we've been then? We are toiling that property by blood, sweat, and tears. Tapos maririnig namin na i-invade, kukunin. Kayo, Sir Senator, what will be your first reaction? Ilang beses silang nag-serve ng warrant of arrest? Out of respect, with due respect, Sir Marvel, sa mga tauhan mo, we receive them, sir. With due respect.
Dito sa akin. Sige.
Yeah, oh, sir, sorry. I'm not used to it, that's one. So, we receive those, yung mga warrant na deserve nila. But this time, from the words of Sir Abalos, nag-serve lang naman kami ng warrant of arrest. Parang kami pang may kasalanan. Ang batas ay batas. Ang may kasalanan mananagot. Correct. Ang batas ay batas. Ang may kasalanan mananagot. Doon kami. Oh. Pero, iko-contest ko yung sinabi niya, nag-serve lang kami ng warrant of. Hindi kayo nag-serve lang ng warrant of arrest. Nilusob ninyo kami in a horrible and terroristic way. Busloads and truckloads of men in uniform. Madaling araw, tulog pa ang iba, kagigising namin. Sige kayo mga kagbawan, ikaw sir, lulusubin ka ng what will be your first reaction? Aba, ibibit-bit kami ng Biblia, tapos, oy, sabi sa Word of God, ganon? No! Kayo, may mga pamilya kayo, what will be your first reaction? Of course, we need to defend. Tapos sasabihin pa na, ginawa naming shield ang men at mga bata doon. It's not, we are shielding our property. We're just executing our rights to defend our property. Tapos, ganun pala. In fact, sabi ko sana, mayroon kayong proper na na document. O sige, may search warrant kayo. Sige, pati septic tank namin, i-open namin sa inyo. Silipin ninyo lahat, i-guide namin kayo. Saan niyo gustong pumunta? Sir, sabi mo na, time will, ibalik ang respeto sa kanila. Nandun pa rin sa kaibuturan ng puso namin, nandun pa rin ang respeto. But, ang hurt at ang hurt na inflict ninyo, tuwing nakikita namin ang mga bata namin, in fact, ngayon, Senator, nag-organize kami ng psychometrician. Kasi yung mga bata, makarinig lang ng mga wangwang ng mga pulis, manginginig. Even I, sa katandaan ko ito, pag marinig ko ang kanilang wangwang, I cannot explain my feeling. I want to hate, pero hindi pwedeng i-hate. Yan, ang mga nanay namin, gusto namin ilabas dalhin sa doktor. Ayaw, kasi yung mga pulis sa labas. Noon, pag makita namin ang pulis, tama yung sinabi mo, we are happy. We feel secure. You people, we feel secure because you are there. No? You are there sa kalye. Nagbabantay sa amin. But now we don't feel secure. Nandun sa vicinity, yung iba sa kadamuhan, tapos may mga drone doon na nagsisiliparan. Kahit sa bundok, sir, mayroong drone. Mayroon pa doong mga foreigner, itim, puti, nagpapalipad ng drone. So, what are we now? A divided nation? A divided Filipino citizen? Kung we feel insecure and threatened.
Para pala kayong marawisage doon, may mga puti
yes,
na
parang ganon.
Mga foreigner na kasali sa operasyon.
Mayroon.
Ha?
Oh. Pumupunta doon in the guise of meron pa sir yung kino-question ng mga intel ninyo doon sa amin, nasaan ang kuweba, nasaan ang tunnel. Pati kami, anong tunnel, anong kuweba? Kung tunnel ang hinahanap nila sa Diwalwal, marami doon, Senator, wala doon sa amin.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. Thank you for that.
Our chairperson.
You may respond.
Can I be allowed to but I may be allowed that I should leave the but can I read a simple message?
Go ahead. Continue.
Una sir, nagpapasalamat po ako dun sa inyo at dito sa ating committee, and of course dun sa tao natin nagpakita po ng video. It only showed that we not more than maximum tolerance ang pinakita nyo pong pulis, kaya nabasahin na masaktan. Talagang we followed po. We have yung mga body cams na meron po kami, and sabi ko nga dito sa Directorate for Operations, na ipakita natin body cams if we really violated any human rights. But what we saw right now, talagang that's a human rights sa mga pulis natin na nasasaktan yung binasa natin. And that's against yung rules 113 ng Section 11, no? But I've already Vice Chairman Bernardo also already spoke regarding this. With regard po dun sa valid warrants of arrest, so make sure na valid po yung warrants of arrest na to up to now. No? You have 3 months na dapat na motion to quash. Not against us, but dun sa RTC branch 159 na Pasig City. No? And it was filed, not other people, but your own people from KOJC who filed a case against fugitive Kibuloy. Second, sir, yung second, we have already a case against the ombudsman, and we will be answering that in the proper forum po. All the violations na sinabi po nito, it's already filed in the ombudsman, and sabi ko nga, we will make a proper forum po, but we will answer it. And second, sir, and this is the last, and I assure, as a Chief PNP, that we will assure you na isurrender nyo lang po si Apollo Kibuloy, 100%, and 4 others. Nandito po kami, and you will see na we follow the rules, human rights. Dito lang po kayo makita na we follow po ang human rights. We assure you po. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, General Marvel. I just would like to react that it's unfair for them naman na i-require nyo muna sila na isurrender si Pastor Kibuloy para maging peaceful ang Davao. Parang ganon.
No, sir.
Para maging normal ang lahat.
Hindi, sir. Sabi ko, nobody,
for all you know, even President Duterte, walang kontak kay Pastor Kibuloy. Hindi alam kung nasaan na ngayon. Lahat. Ako mismo, I was trying to keep in touch with Pastor Kibuloy nung lumabas yung kanyang warrant. I was trying to contact him, pero wala. To no avail. Hindi na talaga makontak. So, unfair din na gawin natin requirements sa kanila dahil they are only ordinary members of the church. So, I think it's high time. It's high time, no? Before you leave. It's high time na you also exert effort na sana bumalik yung pagtitiwala ng komunidad at ng pulis doon sa Davao City. Tutulungan tayo. Ako mismo. Tutulong ako. Dati akong Chief PNP. Dati ko kayong mga tao. I care about you. And I also care about the people of Davao City. Lalong-lalo na itong mga membro ng QJC. I really care for them. Mga kababayan ko ito eh. I also care for you. Mga tauhan ko kayo dati. So sana mabalik natin yung trust. Samahan ng pulis. For all we know, isa, di ba? Accounted na yung isa. 5 na lang yung hinahanap nyo. And yung 5 na hinahanap ninyo, because you cannot do otherwise dahil trabaho ninyo yan. Hanapin talaga nyo yan. Dahil because order dyan ng korte, kahit na masakit sa kalooban ko bilang kaibigan ko si Pastor Kibuloy, na hinahanap ninyo yung kaibigan ko, wala akong magawa because may warrant of arrest siya. Trabaho ninyo yan. So ang akin na lang is, you concentrate doon sa hinahanap ninyo without unduly antagonizing the people of Davao City. Yun lang, pag-iusap ko sa inyo. Gawin ninyong trabaho ninyo na baka overall yun, maging more effective kayo sa paghanap kung kaibiganin ninyo. Yung mga bata na na-traumatize ninyo, yung mga tao na nasaktan ninyo, magaling naman sa PCR itong RD mo doon. Huwag kayong magdumistansya sa tao. You assimilate with the people. Yun lang pakiusap ko sa inyo. Okay?
Your Honor, excuse me.
Yes,
before po alis si sir. Kasi aalis siya eh.
Pakinggan mo muna.
Before siya.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oo.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Sorry, sir.
Starting to nagsusuri ka na kayo, ma'am. Sige, makikinig siya, ma'am. Sige, go ahead.
Oo, salamat
Please.
at nakinig ka through Senator Bato.
Yes, go ahead.
Sinabi mo na may mga nagbadikam, binasa yung mga pulis. Buti kayo. Hindi lang kayo ang nabasa, pati yung mga tao namin na sulaban, nabasa. Kasama ng mga pulis. Basa lang ang inyo. Pero yung mga na-inflict ninyo, mga emotional at mental set-up ng mga tao sa loob, hindi yun mababayaran. Kahit ilang beses ka pang maligo at matulog, pagising mo, yun ang naiiwan sa puso mo. Trauma will not appear in only after 2 days, 3 days, 1 month after yung June 10, sir, doon na nagsilabasan. Yes, hindi exaggeration. Ako, kung hindi lang ako lumuhod sa Panginoon na tulungan ako, sir, sabihin ko sa iyo, lalabas ako ng kingdom, itsa ako magiging sakit ng ulo ninyo.
Huwag naman. Ako rin makiusap sa iyo. No.
Yes, pero sa iyo ako unang susurrender pag ginawa ko yun. Pero may dadalhin akong 10 officer mo.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, ito ha, halantaran ito. Ito ang laman ng aking puso. Kasi, buti ako, matanda na ako, malapit na ako mag-70, ma-balance ko. Pero how about their kids? Ha? May mga human rights dito, may mga DSWD dito. How about those kids? How about those young people? Pag nakasalubong mo, iiyak. What happened to you? Ti, aywan ko lang, basta magdilim na ti, iba na ano. Why? Kasi before nangyari yon, the scenario is this, ng gabi, umuulan, tapos kumukulog. Kaya pag umuulan, kumukulog, yun na. Kasi parang nagpe-preempt nila na, oh, may mangyayari namang ganito. Hindi yun. Kaya, nag-organize kami ng psychometrician, sir. We need to process those people. Kasi, hindi kayo ang nakaproblema, kami. Those community, thousands. And those people, we are supposed to, kung natriten kami, sir, natriten kami, noon tumatawag kami sa barangay, police, sa police. Ngayon, pag natiting kami, kanino kami tatawag? Sa iyo, Sir Tori? Ha? Excuse me. Sir Bato, saan kami tatawag?
Kahit na medyo masama ang loob mo, tawag ka pa rin sa kanya. Duty niya yan na mag-provide talaga ng security sa inyo. Konsensyahin ninyo.
How about it? Trust is no longer there.
Ha? Ano, no?
Trust is no longer there.
Ay, yun nga.
What will we do?
Trabaho niya yan ngayon na i-rebuild
I
trust.
hope.
I hope. Ako
Kasi
rin, I
tao
hope.
din kayo, tao din kami. Ha? Natitriten kami. Kami, ordinaryo, wala kaming baril doon, wala kaming yung baril doon na may mga lisensya nga. In good faith, sinurrender namin sa kanila. In good faith. Oh. Ito din ang paalala ko sa inyo. Sa kanila, sir. Sa kanila. Di ba? Nakatag pa doon. We seek for truth. Then seek for truth. Because the person you are allegedly, na may kasalanan ganun, hindi pa napatunay may kasalanan. Then seek for truth.
Clarify.
Oo, seek for truth. Yun ang sa akin. Be fair. Give us a fair treatment and justice also. Kasi community kami, tapos ganun ang mangyayari. Katulad na naman, kanilang madaling araw, 2 o'clock. Siya raw hindi ninyo alam. Pumunta na naman kayo doon sa farm. Ginising at pinagbabalya yung pintuan ng mga farmer doon at magising ka ba naman, sir, ang baril nandyan. What will you do? Another traumatic experience na naman ang ibibigay ninyo sa puso ng mga farmer doon. So, ano na itong ating authority? I cannot say. Para kasing, sorry to say the word, parang sanggano.
Okay, thank you.
Tapos, you will tell us, give them due respect. I think it's not us only. Let them give due respect also, because we're innocent. We're part of the public,
I am also telling them to do their share. Maningkamot sila na babalik yung respeto ng komunidad sa kanila, sa mga polis. So yan ang aking ibig sabihin doon.
Chair,
Yes,
just to put in proper perspective po
Yeah,
sa
go ahead.
sinabi ni General Marbil, ang problema lang kasi dito, sir, hindi na follow yung rules of engagement. Ilang beses na kasi sila nag-serve ng warrant of arrest. I remember yung NBI nga nag-serve noon. Pinapasok namin, sir. In-entertain namin. Dito kasi sa June 10, I think alam naman ng PNP, marami matatalino naman sila. Before sana sila pumunta doon or kung kailangan na sikreto, at least ang warrant of arrest kasi tao ang hinahanap. At saka kung nasa building siya, hindi po pwede na pasukin mo agad ang building. Magpaalam ka muna dun sa may-ari ng building. Kilala naman nila kung sino administrator. Nung nandun na sana sila, tinawagan nila si PRRD. 3 a.m., gising pa si PRRD, mga ganong oras. Nung pumunta sila, 3:15, the videos cannot lie. The footages cannot lie. 3:51 a.m., diretso sila kaagad, lagay ng ladder. Tapos pumasok na kaagad without complying with Rule 113, Section 11. Aba, mali yun. Kung mali yun, may karapatan yung mga miyembro na pigilan sila, especially dito sa information, na meron pang criminal forfeiture order na hindi namin maintindihan, na hindi ko na lang i-explain yun. So, yun lang po ang sa amin. At saka, 4 different locations po sila, sir. In each location, hinahanap nila si pastor. Doon nga lang sa Kitbug, 3 areas yun. Buyo-Buyo, Biangan, Kitbug Compound. Sa 3 mga areas, mga 22 ata kabahay, pinasok nila. Ni hindi man lang, diretso na sipa. Ni hindi man lang sila nagpaalam. 4:00 ng umaga, mga bilaan yun. Anong mangyayari? Yung isa namatay pagka kinabukasan, dahil na heart attack. Siyempre, so, hindi naman siguro nila sabihin na doon sa more than 20 houses na pinasok nila, nandun si pastor. Doon sa Glory Mountain din, ang hinahanap nila si pastor. Sa Prayer Mountain, ang hinahanap nila si pastor. Sa KOJC Central, ang hinahanap nila si pastor. So therefore, they could not give that to us, that there is reasonable ground to believe that they are arresting, they want to arrest Pastor Apollo Kibuloy in 4 different locations. And in 1 location, there are even 3 different locations likewise. Yun nga lang, yung operational procedure po dito, hindi talaga na-follow. Yun po.
Thank you, Attorney.
Chairman,
Yep.
can I just want to make it clear kasi it will be a different kung ito susundin po namin, kung ito gagawin. Wala na po kami mahuli na warrants of arrest sa mga tao natin. And this is a jurisprudence po ng People of the Philippines versus Wang Shen, Wow, and Georgie Lee, JR number 1390301, 29 September 2004. And just want to make it clear. Kasi iba kasi baka maging natin, wala na kami mahuling pulis, wala na po kami mahuling mga kriminal kung i-announce namin sa publiko na huling ka namin. But based dun sa ito po yung jurisprudence na yun, unannounced intrusion in the premises is permissible when, letter A party whose premises or is entitled to the possession thereof refuses upon demand to open it. When such person, letter B, when such person in premises already knew of the identity of the officers and of their authority and persons, letter C, when the officers are justified in the honest belief that there is an imminent peril to life or limb, and D, when those in the premises aware of the presence of someone outside, because of example, there has been a knock at the door, are then engaged in activity which justify the officers to believe that an escape or destruction of evidence is being attempted. Suspects have no constitutional right to destroy evidence or dispose of evidence. However, the exceptions above are not exclusive or conclusive. At times, without the benefit of hindsight and orderly on the spur of the moment, the officer must decide whether or not to make an unannounced intrusion into the premises. Although search and seizure of a dwelling may be constitutionally defective, if the police officer's entry was without prior announcement, law enforcers' interests may also establish the reasonableness of an announced entry. Indeed, there is no formula for the determination of reasonableness. Each case is to be decided on its own facts and circumstances. In determining the lawfulness of an unallowed entry and existence of probable cause, the courts are concerned only with what the officer had the reason to believe at the time of the entry. Yun po.
Sir.
Thank you, General Marbel. Before you leave, I would like to remind you, next hearing, please pakidala yung mga officers na inimension natin, yung ground commander in every place that you raided to execute the warrant of arrest of Pastor Kibuloy and 5 others. Ilang kwan yun? 6?
6 valid warrants of arrest po.
Ano, yung area,
5 po.
Tatlo sa Davao City, tatlo sa Davao City, isa sa Samal Island, yung
Sarangani province.
Sarangani, tapos ano saan ba?
Tatlo sa Davao City.
So, apat lahat.
Apat.
So, yung apat na ground commander doon na nag-serve ng warrant. Papakidala yun at saka yung mga officers na binanggit ko kanina para sa next hearing.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Salamat. So, you may now leave para kapag trabaho ka pa.
Maraming salamat po.
Thank you.
Sir, just quick repartee lang, sir, para
Yes.
marinig naman. Yung People versus Wong Cheng kasi na sinight niya, sir, involves a case where the crime was committed aboard foreign merchant vessels in territorial waters. Sana naman po hindi naman po foreign merchant vessel po yung kingdom po dito. They are established buildings, and we know for a fact that they have already conducted casing operations prior to the service of warrants. Yung rule po kasi kung fixed building, pwede mo lang siya pasukin. Kung nakita mo na yung accused at pumasok siya doon, pwede mo siyang diretsuhin. Oo. Pero yung fixed building na alam na nila, 40 years na po yung building na yan. At saka alam nila na si Presidente Duterte po ang administrator doon. Nung nandun na sila, tinawagan nila si Presidente, Sir, we have reasons to believe that Pastor Apollo Sikibuloy is inside. Can we be given permission that to enter? Yun nga ang ginawa ng NBI noon in the past. Nagpaalam sila sa amin, no problem, sige, pasok kayo. Sinerve nila yung warrant sa amin. Dito kasi wala diretso sila kaagad. Naka full battle gear. Parang mga terorista kami, may mga snipers pa. They were ready to attack, not to serve a warrant. Yun lang talaga ang nangyari doon. Hindi yun service of warrant. It was really a police harassment operation to